Good morning, everyone. Let me ask you this. How many of you have ever woken up feeling like you just couldn't get things together? Like no matter how hard you try, your day never feels quite as productive as it should. You're not alone. In fact, I'd argue that the reason you feel this way isn't because you're lacking in talent, drive, or ambition. No, the real reason might be simpler than that you're not harnessing the full potential of your mornings. You see, the first moments of your day are the most powerful moments of your life. They determine how you show up, how you perform, and ultimately how you succeed. Now, I know you've heard about morning routines before. But here's the catch. I'm not here to talk about complicated, time-consuming routines that overwhelm you. What I'm about to share is a simple, powerful habit that, if you make it part of your life, can unlock the productivity and focus you've been chasing for so long. And here's the real reason why you should stick with me for the next few minutes. The habit I'm about to reveal is something you can start doing tomorrow. It's so easy you can start right away. But its impact, it's nothing short of life-changing. The power of first moments. The first moments of your day are incredibly powerful, often more so than we realize. How you begin your morning doesn't just affect how you feel in the moment, it can shape the entire trajectory of your day, your productivity, and even your life. Imagine for a moment how the start of your day feels when you wake up with a sense of purpose and focus versus when you start the day in a rushed, reactive state. The difference is profound. When you wake up and immediately jump into the chaos of your day, whether it's checking emails, scrolling through social media, or reacting to the demands of others, you're essentially setting yourself up to be a passenger in your own life. You're letting external circumstances dictate how your day unfolds. Your mental state is one of reaction, and when we operate from this place, we're often overwhelmed, distracted, and less focused on what really matters. This sets the tone for the rest of the day, often leading to a cycle of stress, missed opportunities, and lost focus. However, when you take control of those first moments, when you intentionally decide how you want to show up for your day, everything changes. It's in these first moments that we set the foundation for how we will respond to the challenges and opportunities ahead. The energy we bring into our day, whether it's calm and focused or frantic and scattered, has a lasting effect on our productivity. Simply put, the first moments of your day are like a blank canvas, and how you choose to approach them will determine the picture you paint for the rest of your day. Let's consider the impact of starting the day with intention. It doesn't need to be a complicated or elaborate process. You don't need an hour of meditation or an entire ritual to set yourself up for success. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes to center yourself, breathe deeply, and reflect on your top priorities for the day. Just a brief pause to connect with your thoughts and set a clear mental focus can make a world of difference. In that moment, you are consciously choosing to direct your energy rather than letting it be scattered. By deciding what's most important to you and mentally preparing to tackle those tasks, you prime your mind to take productive action rather than react to every small distraction. By taking advantage of this precious time, you align yourself with the mindset of a high performer. Successful individuals don't wait for the world to dictate their day. They intentionally create their own narrative from the moment they wake up. They are mindful of their mental state, knowing that how they start will influence how they show up. That kind of mental clarity leads to greater focus, better decision-making, and more energy throughout the day. The power of first moments isn't just theoretical, it's backed by science. Studies have shown that our brains are most receptive and focused in the early morning hours. This is why the first things we do in the morning can have such an amplified effect on our overall productivity. When you wake up and take control of your first moments, you activate a sense of control and purpose that extends through the day. You're no longer just going through the motions, you're leading your day with intention. And that is a major difference in how you experience your life. So next time you wake up, remember this: your first moments hold immense power. They are your opportunity to choose how the rest of your day will unfold. The way you begin today will influence how you show up for tomorrow, next week, and beyond. The morning routine of high achievers. When we think about high achievers, those individuals who consistently perform at their best and accomplish extraordinary things, we often assume they have secret formulas, complex strategies, or hours of focused work that propel them to success. But the truth is, high achievers don't rely on the unpredictability of motivation or hope that they'll somehow summon the energy and drive to succeed. Instead, they focus on something that sets them apart, their morning routine. Now, I'm not talking about a detailed, time-consuming process that involves extensive meditation, yoga, or journaling, though some may choose those paths. The secret to high achievers' success often lies in their ability to set the right tone for the day early on with simple and consistent habits. These habits may seem small or insignificant, but they're incredibly powerful because they're designed to shift their mindset, focus their attention, and provide clarity. The morning routine doesn't have to be overwhelming. In fact, the simpler it is, the easier it is to implement consistently. One key aspect of high achievers' mornings is that they make time to prioritize themselves before the world starts demanding their attention. This might be something as simple as taking a few minutes for reflection, breathing exercises, or setting specific goals for the day. They understand the value of getting centered before stepping into the hustle of the day ahead. These small moments of mindfulness or clarity allow them to connect with their deeper purpose and establish what's most important to them. They don't jump into emails, texts, or social media as the first thing they do. Instead, they choose to spend their first moments aligning themselves with their values and priorities. By taking ownership of those early moments, they create a foundation of calm and intentionality, which helps them manage whatever the day throws their way. In addition to this, many high achievers use their mornings to engage in activities that energize them, whether it's a quick workout, a brisk walk, or even reading something motivational or educational. These activities help to activate their bodies and minds early, setting the stage for sustained productivity throughout the day. Physical activity, even in small doses, increases blood flow and stimulates the release of dopamine, which helps improve focus, mood, and energy levels. But there's another crucial piece that high achievers understand about their morning routine. It's all about consistency, not perfection. The morning routine isn't about creating an impossible standard to follow or beating yourself up if things don't go perfectly. Instead, it's about developing a set of habits that you can rely on every day to set you up for success. The most successful people don't try to have a perfect morning, but they do ensure that their habits are consistent, allowing them to develop the mental resilience and discipline needed to succeed. Consistency isn't just about executing a routine, though. It's about the mindset that routine cultivates. Each morning is a chance for high achievers to reinforce their commitment to their goals, to remind themselves of why they do what they do, and to ground themselves in their purpose. It's a way to affirm that they are in control of their time and actions rather than being a passive participant in the day. These small moments of intentionality give them the focus and energy they need to move forward with confidence, even when things get tough. So high achiever success isn't tied to any magic formula. It's about creating a morning routine that aligns with their priorities, brings them mental clarity, and equips them with the energy and focus to tackle their goals. And this simple, consistent habit is something anyone can start implementing. The difference it makes isn't always immediate, but over time you'll begin to see how it compounds, influencing not just your productivity, but your mindset and overall sense of well-being. Mindset shifts. The concept of mindset has become a popular topic in self-development circles, and for good reason. It is a fundamental driver of success. The way we perceive ourselves in our world shapes the choices we make, the actions we take, and ultimately the results we achieve. But mindset is not something static. It's dynamic and can shift in profound ways when we intentionally focus on it. And perhaps the most significant opportunity to influence our mindset occurs in the first moments of the morning. The key to understanding why mornings matter so much in shaping our mindset lies in the simple idea that how we start our day can profoundly influence how we perceive the world around us. The first thoughts and actions that occupy our minds set the emotional and mental tone for everything that follows. When we wake up feeling rushed, distracted, or overwhelmed, it's easy to get caught in a mindset of scarcity where everything feels like a pressure or a challenge. In that state, we react impulsively, our thoughts are scattered, and our focus is weak. On the other hand, when we make a conscious effort to start the day with a mindset of abundance and intentionality, we create a very different experience. A positive, Focused mindset can be cultivated in the early moments of the day through a simple habit, taking time to center your thoughts and visualize the day ahead. This act of focusing on the possibilities instead of the limitations allows us to set a tone of confidence and clarity from the outset. What does this shift in mindset do for us practically? It changes how we approach challenges. When we view obstacles through a lens of possibility and opportunity, we become more adaptable and creative in finding solutions. A mindset of abundance rather than scarcity opens us up to seeing options and avenues that may have otherwise been hidden under layers of stress and anxiety. Instead of feeling stuck or defeated, we become problem solvers capable of handling whatever comes our way with resilience and poise. But a mindset shift doesn't just make us more effective in handling challenges, it also influences our ability to seize opportunities. When we operate with a mindset of confidence and clarity, we approach our tasks with enthusiasm rather than hesitation. We're more likely to take action, to trust our abilities, and to push through moments of self-doubt. We believe in our capacity to succeed, and this belief in turn fuels our actions and behaviors. A powerful morning mindset shift isn't about instantly turning everything in our life into a success story, but it is about setting the stage for greater success by choosing how we approach each day. It's about giving ourselves permission to think bigger, to expect more, and to believe that we have the resources within us to create the outcomes we desire. And while this shift is not always easy, it is always possible, especially when we train ourselves to actively create it every morning. The beauty of a morning mindset shift is that it doesn't require dramatic changes or complex techniques. It's about the simple act of refocusing, of choosing to replace reactive, limiting thoughts with intentional, empowering ones. This shift in how we view ourselves and our potential becomes a powerful foundation for our productivity and well-being throughout the day. In the long run, this type of morning practice strengthens our mental resilience. As we repeat this process day after day, we begin to notice a change not just in how we approach our mornings, but in how we handle the challenges of life. A small, focused shift in mindset, when repeated consistently, can lead to profound changes in our productivity, relationships, and overall success. It is this intentional, mindset-driven approach that ultimately separates those who thrive from those who merely get by. Productivity and focus. Productivity is often thought of as simply the ability to get things done, but true productivity is about the quality of the work you do and the focus you bring to it. A productive day isn't just a day full of busy tasks. It's a day in which you're able to focus deeply on the most important activities, make progress toward your goals, and maintain a high level of energy throughout the day. The foundation for this type of productivity starts in the morning with a simple habit that primes both your mind and body for the focused, deliberate action that will drive success. The key to productivity is not just about doing more things, it's about doing the right things. And to do the right things, you need to be clear about what matters most, and you need the focus to execute on those priorities without being distracted. The problem is that in today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. From the moment we wake up, our attention is pulled in countless directions: emails, notifications, social media, news, and the endless tasks that demand our time. It's easy to get swept up in all of this, losing sight of what truly matters. This is where the power of the morning habit comes into play. By taking a few moments in the morning to set your intentions for the day, you're effectively setting your focus. When you wake up and immediately begin reacting to the world around you, checking your phone, responding to messages, or jumping into your to-do list, you allow external factors to dictate your focus for the day. But when you take the time to ground yourself first, you take control over what your focus will be. You decide what's most important, and you commit to staying aligned with those priorities throughout the day. A simple way to improve focus and productivity is to engage in a brief but intentional ritual first thing in the morning. It could be as simple as spending 5 to 10 minutes identifying your most important tasks for the day, reviewing your goals, or visualizing the outcome you want to achieve. When you take this proactive approach, you don't waste time or energy figuring out what you should be doing next. You've already set your course. This kind of clarity eliminates confusion and decision fatigue, making it easier to stay on track and focused on the tasks that matter most. Additionally, starting your day with focus helps you manage your energy throughout the day. Focus isn't just about mental clarity, it's about directing your energy towards specific actions. When you give yourself the time to think clearly in the morning and identify your most important priorities, you're better equipped to channel your energy in the right direction. Instead of spreading yourself thin by trying to do everything at once, you're intentionally devoting your mental and physical energy to the activities that will have the most impact. This morning habit also helps combat the common productivity trap of busy work. It's easy to fall into the trap of filling your day with small, unimportant tasks just to feel productive. But true productivity is about eliminating distractions and getting to the heart of what moves you forward. By setting clear goals for the day and identifying your top priorities in the morning, you ensure that you're working on what truly matters, not just what's urgent or easy. By creating a morning routine that prioritizes focus, you also develop the mental discipline needed to stay on task throughout the day. You're less likely to be derailed by interruptions and more likely to return to your priorities when distractions arise. Over time, this ability to concentrate on your work without getting sidetracked becomes second nature. The habit of starting your day with purpose and clarity feeds into the ability to maintain that focus as the day unfolds. In essence, the simple habit of taking control of your morning sets you up for a day filled with purpose-driven productivity. By focusing your energy and attention on what truly matters from the start, you'll find yourself achieving more with less effort. This productivity isn't a result of trying harder, but of working smarter, focusing your time and energy on the tasks that will move you closer to your goals. The foundation of this kind of productivity is built in the morning, where a few moments of clarity can set the stage for a whole day of achievement. Consistency vs. motivation. In the realm of personal development and productivity, motivation is often seen as the driving force behind success. We hear people talk about waiting for motivation to hit them, or how they need to feel inspired before they can take action. The truth, however, is that motivation is fleeting. Some days you feel energized and ready to tackle everything in sight, while other days it can feel nearly impossible to get out of bed and face the day. If you only relied on motivation to guide your actions, you'd be in for an unpredictable and frustrating journey. This is why consistency is the real secret to long-term success, not motivation. The difference between motivation and consistency lies in how they affect our habits. Motivation is an emotional state. It's something that can come and go depending on how we feel, what's going on in our lives, or external circumstances. On the other hand, consistency is a choice. It's about showing up every day regardless of how you feel. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum creates progress. You don't need to wait for motivation to do something important or meaningful. You just need to commit to doing it regularly, no matter what. Consider the morning habit we've been discussing. The idea of setting aside time each morning to center yourself, reflect on your priorities, and focus on your goals is not something that always feels exciting. Some mornings you might feel energized and ready to dive into your routine, while other mornings you might feel sluggish or distracted. If you only relied on motivation to get you out of bed and into action, there would be many days when you simply wouldn't follow through. But when you make it a habit, when you make consistency your priority, you no longer have to wait for motivation to strike. The habit itself becomes the reason you show up. Consistency works because it removes the emotional component of decision making. When you commit to a routine like taking a few moments each morning for mindfulness or to prioritize your day, you're essentially saying, this is what I do, no matter how I feel. You don't have to waste mental energy wondering if you're in the mood to engage in that habit. It's already built into your daily life. Over time, this creates a sense of reliability and discipline. You stop depending on fluctuating feelings of motivation and instead rely on the habit itself to carry you forward. This is where the power of small habits comes into play. The reason why people often struggle with big, ambitious goals is because they require consistent effort over time, and when motivation wanes, those goals feel far too daunting. But by focusing on simple, achievable habits like spending 5 to 10 minutes each morning getting intentional about your day, you can make progress without needing to rely on motivation. These small steps compound over time, and before you know it, they become a fundamental part of your daily routine, requiring less effort to maintain. Consistency also helps you overcome resistance. On days when you feel the urge to procrastinate or when distractions pull at your attention, consistency becomes the force that propels you to continue anyway. Rather than giving in to the desire to check your phone or delay your tasks, you lean into the routine you've established. The more consistently you follow through on these small habits, the less effort it takes to stay on track, and the more natural it becomes to show up, even when motivation is lacking. In the long term, consistency builds resilience. The more you commit to daily habits, even on the days when you don't feel like it, the stronger your ability to push through challenges and keep moving forward. Motivation may spark your initial effort, but it's consistency that fuels long-term progress. By integrating simple, consistent actions into your daily routine, you ensure that success isn't dependent on how you feel, but on your unwavering commitment to your goals. This creates a foundation of steady progress that doesn't rely on the unpredictable ebb and flow of motivation, but is instead anchored in your daily choices. Energy management. In the quest for greater productivity and success, many of us focus on time management, how to get more done in less time. But there's another often overlooked factor that has a profound impact on our productivity energy management. Time is a finite resource that everyone has in equal measure, but energy is something that varies throughout the day and is influenced by how we take care of ourselves, how we structure our days, and how we approach our tasks. Simply put, managing your energy is just as important, if not more so, than managing your time. Consider for a moment how you feel during the day. We all have moments when we're running on high energy, feeling focused and ready to take on the world. At other times we hit a wall, our energy dips, we feel sluggish, and suddenly the simplest task feels like an insurmountable challenge. This fluctuation in energy is not random, it's affected by the choices we make, the way we structure our day, and even how we begin our morning. How we manage our energy in the morning can have a profound impact on the rest of the day. When you start your day with intention, whether through physical activity, a moment of mindfulness, or taking time to plan your day, you're setting the stage for how you'll feel for the rest of the day. Energy is not just physical, it's also mental and emotional. If you wake up and immediately dive into emails, social media, or urgent tasks, you're giving away your mental energy to others and leaving little for yourself. In contrast, if you start the day with a small routine that focuses on your well-being and goals, you're taking ownership of your energy and directing it toward what matters most. Physical energy, of course, is crucial for maintaining focus and productivity. This is why many high achievers prioritize physical activity in the morning. A brisk walk, a short workout, or even stretching can stimulate your body, increase blood flow, and release endorphins, all of which contribute to a burst of energy. This doesn't have to be an intense or time-consuming workout. Just a few minutes of movement can jumpstart your energy levels for the rest of the day. But energy management goes beyond physical activity. It's also about how we manage our mental energy. When you begin your morning with a mental focus by spending a few minutes reflecting on your goals, visualizing your success, or meditating, you're giving yourself the clarity and mental strength to tackle whatever challenges come your way. Starting your day with intention can help you avoid the mental clutter that often drains energy throughout the day. Instead of reacting to whatever comes your way, you become more proactive in managing your thoughts and emotions, which gives you greater control over your mental energy. Another critical aspect of energy management is emotional energy. Emotional drains, whether from stress, negativity, or overwhelm, can have a significant impact on how we feel and perform throughout the day. One way to guard against emotional depletion is to start the day with gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting our mindset from one of lack or stress to one of abundance and positivity. By taking a few moments in the morning to reflect on what you're grateful for, you elevate your emotional energy, which in turn helps you approach your day with a positive, resilient attitude. Ultimately, energy management is about being conscious of your state and taking deliberate action to optimize it. It's not about trying to be on all the time or forcing yourself to be productive when you're physically or mentally exhausted. Instead, it's about recognizing when your energy is high and leveraging that for important tasks, while also recognizing when it's low and taking steps to recharge. Starting your day with an intentional habit allows you to tap into your best energy early on, which sets you up for greater focus, productivity, and overall well-being throughout the day. As you cultivate the habit of managing your energy, you begin to realize that energy, not time, is the true driver of productivity. Time is limited, but your energy is something you can influence and control. By taking charge of your morning routine and starting the day with an awareness of your energy, you'll find that your capacity for work and success increases, and you'll feel more balanced and less drained by the end of the day. By managing your energy, you're not just improving productivity, you're enhancing your overall quality of life.